Lacey and I are almost to Albino Lake. We'll see what happens. The clouds are building and looking a little mean. Albino Lake. Hopefully these clouds will let us over to Jasper. Not start thunderstorming on us. Next, Lacey and I are heading over that. That's where Jasper Lake's at. And we'll reassess. Jasper Lake, clouds aren't looking too good. We're supposed to go around the lake, then up and over that. But we may be forced to camp at this lake if these clouds turn our way. We'll see. Well, Lacey and I are taking temporary shelter at Jasper. You'll see clouds get really dark and spooky. Rain started coming down and haven't heard any booms yet, but it looks like it's going to. I'll show you. It is almost 2 o'clock and it's there, and 2 o'clock there would be 40% chance of thunderstorms. We still got to go around this lake and go over that guy. Doesn't look a lot flat over there, so I don't want to get caught with our pants down on this last little stretch. We still got a lot of day left. Lacey and I have been in the tent for about 2 hours. The storm's pretty nasty out there. And, yeah, I was hoping it gets over with it and blows over so we can get to Utopia Lakes. If not, we're going to be camping here. Well, the storm's gotten much worse, so we're staying at Jasper Lake for the night. This had a massive lightning bolt go off right above us. Trying to wait for the rain to die down so I could reinforce the tent from the wind, but get some food going too. Pretty hungry. This rain just won't stop and the thunder and lightning won't stop. That hunkered us down for 4 hours, that storm. It's clearing up now, but we're already embedded here. So night number 1's gonna be here at Jasper Lake. The wind was ripping so hard it was cutting up under the rain fly. So while I go make dinner, Lacey's been shoring the tent up with some windbreaks. There's a fire pit over there we've been taking apart. I don't know why there's a fire pit up here. There's no wood. There's like 6 trees. So I don't know how you get a fire going, but anyways, the Cascades are ripping and we'll get dinner going while Lacey stacks the rocks. Good morning, it is day 2. Had a mountain goat, 2 kids visit our camp last night. A little windy, other than that, good night. We are all packed up. It is 9:30 and we're on our way. Got an idea of where we want to go, but the Beartooths are like this. They make your plans for you with these thunderstorms, so let's see where we end up. Got to note the trail ends right in here. So for the next few days or however long we decide to stay out here, we will be off trail or cross country hiking, however you want to call it. Lacey and I are going to continue in that direction. Now we're by Triskelly Lake, whatever it's called. Our next stop is going up through that. Lacey and I have made it to Donaldson Lake. We're gonna work our way around there, continue forward. think we're gonna try staying high, wrap it around, I think it's Mayville or something lake, then cross over there. Beautiful. We're just before the waterfall. It's right there. So I think to get to Flat Rock, we gotta go that way. Because that's how the topo looks. Here's Crystal Lake. You see those grassy benches right there? Lacey and I are just gonna tiptoe our way down. We're not gonna go down to Crystal, and we're gonna cut over and start wrapping around to Flat Rock Lake. Lacey and I are beginning our descent. The topo looked like we kind of could have stayed high that way, but never been this portion. I don't want to cliff myself out because it's getting later in the evening, or later in the afternoon I should say, when thunderstorms usually start to form. But this is a pretty straightforward way down. So Lacey and I have been cutting through this beautiful meadowy area, and once we get up over that notch there and around it, Flat Rock Lake should come into view. There's our first view of Flat Rock and Sierra Creek. So it's actually still pretty early in the day, but Lacey and I decided to camp here. It's one of those areas that's so pretty it'd be a sin just to be passing through. So we don't know when we'll be able to get back out to a place like this. It's dinner time right now, and gotta find a spot out of the winds. I tell you what, you get out of the winds and the mosquitoes are bad, dang. Whew. I actually can't wait to get back up in the wind now. Beautiful day. Lacey and I are now waiting for sunset. Satellite Messenger. We looked up the weather forecast coming up, see if it updated, and unfortunately it did. The reason at the beginning of the trip I said we'll see how many days we're out here, because the weather will decide for us. Tomorrow, Thursday, at 11 a.m. it's going to start a rain-snow mix until Friday morning. Then it'll be cold, cloudy, and on and off rain the remainder of the weekend. And this is our only week off vacation of the year, and I don't feel like being tent bound or cold and wet on my 1 week off of vacation for the year. So we got a good day today, so we're gonna make the most of it. We're leaving our tent here at this lake actually, and with day packs we're gonna go up and check out Varve Lake, Navajo Tarn, and maybe more. Come back down, pack up, and start heading down Sierra Creek to get closer to the trailhead. We need a early start tomorrow to get out before the storms. Hopefully it's not a bad snow where they close Beartooth Highway, because they do that sometimes, and that's where our vehicle's at. Anyways, here we go. Let's get to Varve Lake first. Lacey and I's next stop is the Navajo Tarn, which is up in that. Goodbye, Navajo Tarn. Lacey and I are about to walk back past Varve Lake, back down to our camp. Unreal levels of beautiful. We're back down to Flat Rock Lake. I just got to get back to our tent and pack up. Right, one last look at the lake. We are packed up. Gonna start heading back in the general area of the trailhead. Some moody clouds as we return to Sierra Creek. Now we're getting some rain droplets. Hopefully that's all it is just droplets and not a full blown downpour. Lacey and I are branching away from Sierra Creek. We're gonna head to Alp Lake, then back up to Crystal Lake. Then from there, take a new course we haven't gone before. We're gonna try and get to Cloverleaf Lakes. Here's Alp Lake, and we are gonna go that way. Bear scat. Made it to the shore of Crystal Lake. It's a lot bigger than it looked from when we passed it the other day. Really pretty. We're going to be continuing on that way. Alright, we're at the Crystal Lake Pass junction looking thing. Instead of dropping down to, I think, Martin Lake, we're gonna stay high, try and cut some miles off and some up and down off to Cloverleaf Lakes. I think our next move is going to be going through that crack right there. Here's Martin Lake. Nice, coming down this nice open forest, but hoping it just doesn't cliff out on us. It's a Rachel Lake. The lakes we'll be camping at are just behind that thing right there. One last up for the day. Here's the first lake in the Cloverleaf Lakes. There's 3 of them, I think. Camp for the night. Got a pretty grand view. Alright, Lacey and I have camp set up. We've got another 5-star view. Uh-oh. There we go. We may not get a good sunset because the forecast might be right. There's a massive wall of clouds going this way. Hey, let's see if anything happens with the sunset with this giant wall of clouds out towards Yellowstone. Man, that wind, it is cold out here right now. It's day 4. Lacey and I are packed up and ready to get going.